This is the QTV Nightly News coming to you from our studio on Kerba Avenue, and I am Lena Ebere Igwanyiba. Thanks for joining us. Here are the headlines. The Office of National Security (ONS) organized a workshop to validate its communication strategy. The Chief Justice of the Gambia, Hassan B. Jallow, this week presided over the official swearing-in ceremony and presentation of Honorable Justice Sarah Ayi at the High Court in Banjul. Gambia tourism industry officials were recently in Nigeria for the Gambia-Nigeria Economic Trade and Tourism Investment Forum. In international news, journalists attending simulation training in Zimbabwe called on fellow journalists involved in migration reporting to provide accurate and ethical standards of reporting. In a sports update, the Gambia got their FIFA World Cup qualifiers back on track with a thumping 5-1 win against the Seychelles on Saturday. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. The Office of National Security (ONS) organized a workshop to validate its communication strategy. The strategy is aimed at improving the organization's visibility, its effective communication, and building trust with the public. Momodu Lamin Choi covered the event and has the rest of the story.
Partners of the Office of the National Security came together to review and validate a communication strategy, providing their input for a document that will guide the communication from the Office of the National Security to the public and its partners. Colonel Omar Bojang is the Deputy National Security Advisor.
As part of the security sector reform was the National Security Policy in 2019. The policy spells out the key roles and mandates of vital security institutions that are needed to meet the security needs and aspirations of Gambians and non-Gambians residents in the Gambia. The National Security Policy also noted the importance of a communication strategy in bringing together the media, the civil society, organization, and others to exchange information and perspectives. This further reinforces the old adage that until lions know how to write their own history, every hunting tale will glorify the hunter. And this is what the communication strategy needs to achieve.
The strategic communications document includes a set of principles such as transparency, consistency, timeliness, and excellence, which are pivotal in effective communication to a targeted audience. To achieve this, the Office of the National Security plans to explore social media channels, organize regular press conferences, building and regularly updating its website, and engaging in community outreach. Mandisa Mosologo is the country representative of UNDP in the Gambia, the funder of this initiative.
The role of this strategy, communication strategy, is to ensure that we have restored public trust and confidence in the security sector as the country continues its journey in terms of transitional justice and implementation of the recovery-focused National Development Plan. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the various stakeholders who contributed to this document, working behind the scenes and making sure that we can continue to strengthen mutual trust, shared objectives, and enhancement of information and communication with regards to the safety and security of the citizenry and well-being of the people of the Gambia.
The Gambia government is implementing a national security sector reform program since 2017 to rebrand and rebuild security institutions in line with democratic values. Effective communication is fundamental in building public trust and confidence in the outcome of the security sector reform program in the country. Composed of a collection of security specialists, the Office of the National Security was established by President Adama Barrow to act as Executive Secretariat of the National Security Council. Mohamed Lamin Choi, QTV News.
The Chief Justice of the Gambia, Hassan B. Jallow, this week presided over the official ceremony, swearing-in ceremony and presentation of Honorable Justice Sarah Ayi at the High Court in Banjul. Lolem Kamara has more.
The momentous occasion brought together High Court judges and other legal professionals for the swearing-in ceremony of Honorable Justice Sarah Ayi, the newest addition to the court's bench, to uphold the law and serve justice with integrity and impartiality. Counsel Nene MC Cham, the president of the Gambia Bar Association, and Hussein Tomasi, the Solicitor General and Legal Secretary, respectively, both welcomed the new judge into their midst.
We have no doubt that you will follow in these illustrious footsteps. You can be assured of the fullest cooperation from the members of the bar as you execute your duties. I welcome you again.
As we look forward to the contributions my lady will make to our justice system, we are reminded of the words of Justice Sandra Okono, who said, and I quote, "The power I exert on the court depends on the power of my arguments, not on my gender." Quotations close. These words resonate with your journey, demonstrating that it is your intellect, reasoned arguments, and principled judgments that will define your legacy as a judge.
Justice Ayi expressed her gratitude and determination to serve the people of the Gambia with fairness and diligence. She also emphasized the importance of upholding the rule of law and protecting the rights of all citizens.
I thank God Almighty for His providence, which has given us a day like this. I would like to thank the President of the Republic of Gambia, His Excellency, President Adama Barrow, for this opportunity, and the Honorable Chief Justice of the Republic of the Gambia. I am passionate about integrity and the delivery of quick and efficient justice. Speedy, efficient, and prompt justice delivery is my mantra, and I hold great belief in the saying that justice delayed is justice denied.
The Chief Justice of the Gambia, Hassan B. Jallow, highlights that the swearing-in of Honorable Justice Sarah Ayi was not only a significant moment for her, but also for the country, as it is a step towards a fairer and more just society. While he congratulated her on her appointment as the judge of the High Court of the Gambia, he wished her a successful tenure of office.
Her leadership is just the latest in a string of distinguished Ghanaian jurists who have served with distinction over several decades at all levels of the Gambian judiciary, even as Chief Justice, as Justices of the Supreme Court, of the Court of Appeal, the High Court, and also in the magistracy. We wish to record our great appreciation to the people and government of Ghana for the support and assistance that they have continued to extend to the judiciary of the Gambia in our times of need.
As the ceremony came to an end, Justice Ayi was full of smiles and seemed ready to take on the challenges and responsibilities of her new role and make a positive impact within the justice system. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
Now, in their quest to promote and market Destination Gambia as one of the biggest travel, tourism and hospitality destinations on the continent, Gambia tourism industry officials were recently in Nigeria for the Gambia-Nigeria Economic Trade and Tourism Investment Forum. Lolem Kamara again.
The Gambia-Nigeria Economic Trade and Tourism Forum was a highly anticipated investment event and sales blitz that took place in Abuja on Victoria Island in Lagos, Nigeria from the 20th to the 30th of May 2024. The event was funded by the Tourism Diversification and Resilience in the Gambia Project, TDRGP, as part of its short-term tourism recovery activities. The events aim to promote economic growth and cooperation between the two countries with a focus on trade and tourism. It brought together government officials, members of the travel trade, business leaders and investors from both nations to discuss potential partnerships and opportunities for investment in the tourism and travel industry of the Gambia. Part of the objective of the event is to increase the market share of Nigerian visitors in the Gambia, reposition Destination Gambia as a major regional tourism hub with high-yield products, and increased visitors from Nigeria, which is a key non-traditional market in line with the project development objectives of the TDRGP. The Minister of Tourism and Culture, Abdoulaye Diop, says the Gambia is open for business and welcomes investors and visitors from Nigeria and around the world to explore the opportunities available in the country.
We believe that Destination Gambia can provide a unique opening for Nigerians and businesses and the rest of the well as we can play. Moreover, the availability of Nigerian-based talent is a great blessing. Please point out that the base of Gambia Tourism Board tourist arrival, because Nigeria is among the most promising non-traditional source market destination in Gambia. Therefore, the purpose of this outing mission with the lofty theme, visit the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa, is to network with tourism stakeholders.
Minister Diop further highlighted the potential for growth and development in the Gambian tourism sector and emphasized the need for collaboration between the two countries to strengthen economic ties.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are cognizant of the fact that tourism and business sometimes go hand in hand, and most business ventures are forged in the heels of tourism. As such, this high-level mission will see forge meaningful partnership with Nigerian counterpart in both leisure and business domain.
Presentations were made by satellite institutions under the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, as well as GAIPA and the GCCI, to showcase the tourism products and services and investment opportunities the Gambia has to offer, especially to the Nigerian market. Their counterparts were happy to note that the Gambia has such beautiful products to offer. In a similar engagement, the Gambian delegation also visited the Lagos State Assembly Select Committee on Tourism to discuss how the two countries could foster even stronger ties to improve the air access challenges between the two countries for tourism development. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
We will now go for a commercial break. When we return, we have more local and business news stories. Do stay tuned.
Tubaski Fiesta! Celebrate this Tubaski with the biggest and the cheapest data and voice promo in the Gambia. Get social media bundles for all your favorite sites: Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, Snapchat, Telegram, and X for as low as $15 for 100 megabytes or $60 for 1 gigabyte. You can't beat that! Or buy the Kacha bundle and get 1 gigabyte data with unlimited voice calls for just $100 and stay connected with family, friends, and loved ones. Dial *343# and choose option 1 to subscribe. So rush now and be part of the Tubaski Fiesta with QCell. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell Senior Boss. We innovate. Orders follow. Terms and conditions apply.
The future is now with QCell's 5G network. Experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled devices. Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future, tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Senior Bus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back, and this is QTV News. The Media Academy for Journalism and Communication, MAJAC, on Thursday kicked off its annual week of extracurricular activities known as MAJAC Week at its grounds in Bakau. Lolem Kamara has more.
The event will run from June 6 to 8 of June and will feature a variety of activities aimed at promoting creativity and collaboration among students. Participants will have the opportunity to engage in seminars, cultural displays, and competitions related to the field of media and communication. In his welcome speech, James Baji, MAJAC's Director of Training, on behalf of the Managing Director, underlines the importance of the event, adding that the event is a remarkable one as it embodies the spirit of education, cultural appreciation, networking, and sportsmanship.
We are expanding. We have 3 new programs that we've added in film and photography, communications, and also digital media and production. We'll be offering those from certificate all the way to advanced diploma level. And to our students, this week is for you. Embrace every moment, engage with the activities, and learn from the wisdom shared by our guests and mentors. You are the heart of MAJAC.
Mohamed Esba, the president of the Gambia Press Union and MAJAC's chair of the Board of Trustees, spoke about the pivotal role journalism education continues to play in informing, empowering, and saving a more democratic society. Mr. Ba also reminds the students about the importance of organizing this week.
It is where you students harness your potentials across various fields, be it sports, modeling, debate, public speaking, or other vital skills. As well, this is a platform that allows you to interact amongst each other. Sometimes if you go to the school, even if you say hi to them, they are busy on their computers. So I know it's hectic, and this is the time for you to rejoice.
Demba Ali Jawa, the guest speaker of the event, spoke on the theme, Journalism Under the Microscope, reflecting on journalism's past and present.
The GP was given the opportunity to send 1 member every year for training at diploma level at the International Institute for Journalism in Berlin, East Germany. The first beneficiary of the training was one by Korosilla. I was the second, and the third beneficiary unfortunately decided to abscond after the completion of his training. And as a result, the institute decided to stop the program, and that was how we lost that opportunity. That was the situation then. But what is it now? Maybe I'm not the right person to answer that question, as I am no longer in active journalism. But we have definitely made quite a lot of progress in terms of both media development and professionalism.
This week-long event is highly anticipated by students and faculty alike, and students can expect to gain valuable insights and skills in the fields of journalism and communication, as well as network with industry leaders. The MAJAC Week is an opportunity for students to enhance their knowledge and passion for media and communication, and is expected to be a great success. For QTV News, Lolem Kamara.
Next up, we have some international news. Journalists attending a simulation training in Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe, organized by African Union Commission and International Center for Migration Policy Development to test a manual on migration-related matters called on fellow journalists involved in migration reporting to provide accurate and ethical standards of reporting that don't dehumanize or stereotype migrants. Alice reports.
Journalists play a crucial role in reporting on migration by providing accurate information, shedding light on migrants' experiences, and highlighting policy issues. They also have the power to shape public opinion and policy decisions. Leonard Mkube, a Zimbabwean journalist, admitted to previously writing reports on migration from an uninformed position, but that he is now better equipped to know the right terms to use when reporting on migration, especially away from terms that dehumanize migrants. For Amira Said Ahmed Mohammed, an Egyptian journalist, the training came at a critical time when there have been so many myths surrounding the issue which the media can dispel.
And migration is actually a developmental tool which allows countries to really generate revenue through remittances, which allows countries to really grow through regional integration and bilateral agreements that happen around the continent.
So we now know what is happening within our continent to tell our story through our voices, and also how to use the accurate terminology and to strike a balance between different balances, and also networking. It was one of the key important issues in this training. I got to know many about migration issues within a continental and holistic approach.
The Gambia is one of the key countries of origin for irregular migrants, particularly those attempting to enter Europe through the Mediterranean Sea. Despite the unsuccessful attempt by many, diaspora migrants continue to complement the government's development aspirations for remittances. In 2023, the total remittance to the Gambia amounted to over $700 million. Bana Sabali, a journalist from the Gambia, promises to put into practice the knowledge gained on this course in African migration reporting.
So this has been a very important training, considering they have developed a manual, and then issues of migration are issues that are cross-cutting across the globe. So in the Gambia, we have seen journalists constantly reporting on migration, but then you tend to ask whether they really know whether the data available to report on migration, but also what are the terminologies to use when you're reporting on migration. So for me, the takeaway is migration is more within Africa, contradicting to the realities in the Gambia. We think everyone that is leaving the country is going to Europe. So my advice would be journalists should be really, really careful, especially when they're using the data that is available. Let them verify, let them fact check, because now we are in a new era of technology, and whatever that is available on social media doesn't really mean is the accurate information. So let us go out there, meet the people concerned, interview them, but not only stop at interviewing them, but let us also verify the information that we're getting from various sources. So this has been a fantastic session.
When finalized and adopted, the manual produced from these deliberations will serve as a working tool for training journalists on reporting on issues of migration. The manual encompasses journalistic ethics, migration laws, use of social media and artificial intelligence, and the right terminologies to use when reporting on migrants. Reporting for QTV News from Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe, I am Elusise.
On the occasion of World Ocean Day, commemorated on June 8th each year, the United Nations has called on member countries to take more action to protect and restore our blue planet. More in this report by Ansumana S. Onyasi.
First declared on 8 June 1992 in Rio de Janeiro at the Global Forum, and officially recognized in 2008 by the United Nations, Ozone Day serves as a reminder of the need for collective action to address environmental issues, particularly in ensuring a healthy ozone. In light of the challenges presented by the impact of climate change, this year's commemoration comes amid intensified advocacy for urgent action. The ozone is said to be the largest ecosystem on Earth, containing 94% of the entire planet's wildlife, and is a tool for economic development, providing jobs and livelihoods for millions of people worldwide. However, despite its numerous benefits to the environment and human life, ozones are perhaps one of the most affected by climate change, and pollution continues to have a devastating effect on marine life and ecosystems thanks to human action, notably plastic waste, which affects at least 17% of the marine species. The ozone covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface and contains more than 97% of the water on the planet. Ozones are our invisible yet indispensable allies against climate change, absorbing nearly 93% of excess heat caused by the greenhouse effect. Ozones also help regulate our climate and provides the air we breathe, showing just how important ozones are to human life and the need to have healthy ozones. And as the UN encourages member states, particularly youth organizations, to collaborate and work closely together for collective action for a healthy ozone and a stable climate, the global body also calls for reduced pollutants, responsible fishing, water conservation, and practice safe boarding.
And a reminder of that sports news, the Gambia got their FIFA World Cup qualifiers back on track with a thumping 5-1 win against the Seychelles on Saturday. This is the Gambia's biggest win in competitive football at senior level since their 6-0 AFCON qualifiers win against Lesotho in October 2002. Yesterday, Ivory Coast made 3 wins out of 3 with a 1-0 win over second-place Gabon to top Group F. The Scorpions are next in action on Tuesday, 11th June, when they take on Gabon in Franceville. Before we end, here's a recap of the headlines. The Office of National Security (ONS) organized a workshop to validate its communication strategy. The Chief Justice of the Gambia, Hassan B. Jallow, this week presided over the official swearing-in ceremony and presentation of Honorable Justice Sarah Ayi at the High Court in Banjul. Gambia tourism industry officials were recently in Nigeria for the Gambia-Nigeria Economic Trade and Tourism Investment Forum. In international news, journalists attending simulation training in Zimbabwe called on fellow journalists involved in migration reporting to provide accurate and ethical standards of reporting. In a sports update, the Gambia got their FIFA World Cup qualifiers back on track with a thumping 5-1 win against the Seychelles on Saturday. That's all we have for you in this bulletin. Join us at 8 p.m. tomorrow for the Weekend Review with Ade Darami and Momo Dumboch. And a reminder that the program now has sign language for the deaf and hard of hearing. Thank you for joining us.